What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again, and once again, we're here for another Tuesday night race league here in the MSR. For those of you not in the know, that's Max Speed Racing, and welcome back to Imola. Yeah, we're doing Imola again because of some mix-ups in the race schedule for the season. Decided to run Imola once again. Last time it was a really exciting race. Looking forward to that on this track again. Last week was a really exciting race. Looking for these drivers to do that again this week. So let's check out the standings while these drivers prepare to get out on track. As you can see, Super Fryer out already. One of the Ferraris cut him off there. That was a little unsafe, but nah, it's all good. Um, so as you can see here, BXTN in the lead with 263 points, followed not too far behind by DJCJ with 264 points. I said 63, that's 283, pardon me. 264 for DJCJ, only 19 points behind. Behind DJCJ is Websy in third with 194 points. Then Cotton with 170 points. 1 point behind him. Behind him is Jewel with 169 points. Followed up by RPK Rum, good old Rum, with 139 points. Then Huggy with 108 points. Angry with 74 points. Anton with 19 points. Lasky, 18 points, just 1 point behind, and only 2 points behind him is Jim Supernova. Haven't seen him in a minute. Behind him is Evil Scotsman with 11 points. Saucy Monster down in 13th with 8 points. Just below him in 14th is Stank Bagel, only 1 point behind. Then Just Jones and P15 with 6 points, and Super Fryer out there in 16th with 2 points. Geronimo and Wonky Wobbles both sitting in the queue with 0 points. And looking at the Constructors Championship, Aston is in the lead with us, 477 points. 105 points behind them will be the Mercedes with 372 points. Ferrari's in third with 187 points. Alpine, 170 points in fourth. Alpha Tauri in fifth with 155 points. Red Bull Racing, sixth, 85 points. Alfa Romeo, seventh with 19 points. The Williams with 15 points sitting in eighth, and McLaren sitting in ninth with 8 points. And no one is driving the Haas as of now. So there you have all the points. Let's jump back in with the drivers here, getting it going. What's going on, Bagel? Wanted to let everybody know that we're looking to set up an interview channel for the league. Hopefully we'll have that going by next week's race. Shout out to you, Bagel, for suggesting it. It was a great idea. We can get I'm hoping to be able to get the thoughts and feelings on races about from a lot of you guys that are driving in these races. It should be interesting. So look forward to that. Let's go through the times that have been set so far. So Jewel sitting in P1 with 100 and what? With a minute and 15 flat. just behind him is Anton. Oh, never mind. Lasky jumps him with the 150. I did it again with a 115.8. Then behind him is Super Fryer with a 116.2. Anton with a 116.4. Jones with a 116.7. And a Beastie Boy with a 117.9. DJ CJ sneaks in to P2 with a 115. Got a new driver, Anton the 8th. Let's hop in the car with him on his out lap on the soft tires right now. But this is a great race to come into if you know Imola. If you don't know Imola, ooh, there's going to be a lot of work ahead of you. Let's get the information up. He's got a driver in front of him. Let's see how this plays out. If he works it right, he might be able to get a nice toe on the front straight. That driver ahead of him is warming his tires. So Bagel says his fast, as Adrian lets somebody by, Bagel says his fastest average around this track is only a 119. I don't know. I saw the new equipment, Bagel. I think you can up that, bro. I think you can up it. Adrian on his fast lap now. Very good through the S's in the beginning of the lap. Really handling this Alpha well, putting it exactly where he wants to place it. That's nice. You love to see that. Oh, just a little too much curb sends him around. Plenty of time to get back out there and do what he needs to do. Let's hop on board with Bagel and see what he's talking about. Like I said, Bagel sent us in pictures of his new equipment, looking good, looking racy, looking ready to go. Let's see what he can do on his hot lap coming up here. He does have some traffic in front of him. Boom, fires off the DRS. Yellow flag showing you want to be careful, but you don't really have to slow down. Ferrari sitting off to the left side of the track. Car drivers making room. A lot of respect being shown tonight. I love to see it. That's what the league is all about. Bagel really giving it the beans here. This is where we saw Adrian lose it. Bagel able to make it through all right. This is where it gets really technical. Probably the toughest part of the track. Bagel looking good through there. Using every bit of the track and then some. Through the final corner. Fire off the DRS. Bagel in with a 118.9. That's a bit better than what you said your best average is. Love to see it, love to see it. Gonna hop in with Websy. The Aston Martin's leading the Constructors' Championship. teamwork shown between him and BXTN week in and week out. I imagine they're one of the few teams on the grid that are communicating all during the race. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't have any actual proof of that, but that's the feeling that comes across when you see them on track together and they're racing. And yeah, that's just the feeling I get. I could be wrong, but I honestly don't think I am. So here's Websy on his fast lap. While we go through this, Jewel 115 even still. Our Rum a 115.48 to Jewel's 115. Excuse me. Rum's time is a 115.048 compared to Jewel's 115.040. There is absolutely nothing between these guys. If you saw them, if they crossed the line side by side, you would need a photo to know that Jewel was in the lead. Just behind them is DJ CJ with a 115.2. Websy coming through the most difficult part of the track. Again, in my opinion, takes it with ease. Maybe it's just me, but I always struggled through there. Websy a little wide through there. Can he make it up? Fires off DRS. Websy in the P6 with a 116 even. Just ahead of him is Anton with a 115.8. Lasky ahead of him in P4 with a 115.6. Fryer in P7 with a 116.2. Saucy Monster in P8 with a 116.3. Jones P9 with a 116.7. Beastie in P10 with a 117.1. Adrian in P11 with a 118 even. Angry P12 118.4. Bagel P13 with a 118.9. Just a few seconds from top to bottom here. This is going to be anybody's race this evening. Let's hop on with DJ CJ, looking to get absolutely looking to get pole position tonight. Definitely needs a big win to keep up with BXTN in the point standing. Looking good, sees a little bit of traffic ahead, but that traffic shouldn't interfere unless he takes another lap. Fires off DRS. Boom, in the lead. First driver into the 114s with a 114.7. That was a massive lap right there. That means everybody's coming back out. Everybody, I tell you what, Jewel loves sitting on the pole, but everybody gonna be looking to hunt down DJ CJ. BXTN on his fast lap looks like it's coming to the end. Can he upset DJ CJ's apple cart right now? There's DRS. BXTN only a 114.8. I say only like that's a thing. It's not. That's a very fast lap. Sitting in P2 just behind his rival DJ CJ. Let's hop on with, Cotton's back into the pit. We'll jump in with Huggy Bear as he is just now starting his fast lap. Huggy really riding the curbs through this, through Sector 1. I think he's feeling good about it though. Boom, nails the apex. hardly bled off any speed. Huggy really on track for a great lap here. With just about 2:30 left in qualifying, what can Huggy do? Really nice through the final two corners. Fires off DRS, really hugging the wall. A 1:15.5, nice lap. Let's hop in with Angry real fast. Angry jumps up a couple of spots to P13 with a 1:17.4. Is there anybody we missed that's out right now? Jump in with Fryer. Fryer's got a slow car, with what looks like a slow car ahead of him. Fryer just a little bit wide, almost touching the gravel, but not quite. Good on him. Unable to improve his position. Hop on with Saucy. Saucy going slow, not on a fast lap. Beastie, let's see what you got going on. Beastie through sector 1 right now. Really taking it wide, but hanging on to it. The outside of his left side tire is barely touching the gravel. Really driving on the edge. Oh, I think Beastie ran out of fuel. Man, he looked like he was on for a banger too. That he was driving really nice through there. Let's hop on with the new driver. As he passes slower traffic. What can Adrian the 8th do? Makes up one position with a 1:17 even. Very nicely done. He does have time for one more lap. DJ CJ seeing if he can improve his position. BXTN is out in P3 as Rum has overtaken him with a 1:14.7. Only a few cars in a position to overtake DJ CJ at this time. That's going to be Fryer, Jones, and Adrian. Let's actually jump on with Jones. We haven't seen what he's doing tonight. Bagel says he was going 6/10 quicker than he was then he got invalidated. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but it definitely happens to all of us. What's going on, Naughty? Glad you could make it. Definitely good luck to all the drivers. Wrong way. Fryer is coming in, and he is the last driver out right now, so we are about to get stuck into this. DJ CJ P1, Rum P2, BXTN P3, Jewel P4, Huggy P5, Glasky 6, Anton 7, Websy 8. That's a huge surprise, this split between BXTN and Websy right now. Fryer 9th, Saucy 10th, Beastie 11th, Jones 12th, Adrian 13th, Angry 14th. Bagel 15th, and Cotton is in P16, unable to get a lap in. Should be an exciting race. Most of these drivers have raced this track earlier in the season already. Should have a really good feel for it, and yeah, I'm excited for this one. Last time out, pardon me, angry with the surprise win. Excuse me, not angry, evil. Wow, sorry, bros. Evil with the surprise win, taking wins away from you, evil. But evil not here this week. Happy anniversary to him and his lovely lady. Wishing you guys all the best. Many more years of love. Keep doing what you're doing. As we wait for the grid to form up, Bagel says he's the only person in the 18s. That's all right. I'll tell you this. There are people that are really good at qualifying. There are people that are not so good at qualifying. There are people that are good in the race that are not good at qualifying. I never qualified well. Ever. I've never had a really good qualifying, to be honest with you. Mid-pack for sure, but I have won races. So, you know, it depends on what you can do in the race. Hang on to the back of these drivers ahead of you. Slipstream can always be your friend. DRS can always be your friend. You never know. Tonight we're going to hop on board with Webzy at the halfway point, try and get a nice overview of the entire grid as it fires off. Let me know in the comments, guys. Are you guys excited for F122? Was looking through all the new features and the features that'll likely be implemented into next season. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I hope you guys all plan to stay for next season if you're not already a part of it. Look up MSR in the Discord. Max Speed Racing. Get yourself a seat. Webzy's predicted stop is one stop soft to hard, or 2 stops soft mediums. We'll see what happens. I imagine most drivers are going to go for that 1 stop. The hards can work really well here, but everybody is going to be willing for sure to jump on to another set of softs if we get too many safety cars. Bagel says he's mostly excited because everyone might be back to stage 1. I imagine you're talking about in F122. That's, yeah, a new game puts everybody on equal footing. Everybody's going to have to learn it, and now you guys all have a chance to learn it together, or maybe not together, but all at the same time is what I'm saying. 5 red lights. That was long. The lights are off, and these drivers are off. Come on, camera, switch. Everybody looking really good down the straight. Here we go into the first turns. There's a Alpha Tauri around. Who was that? Was that Rum? Angry, 5-second penalty for severe collision. Anton, 5-second penalty for severe collision. Car spinning, that's always a difficult thing. Let's hop up in with a DJ CJ. Safety car is out. I don't see any drivers out right now. On with Fryer. Man, I really wish I could see the front of his car, see if he's missing a wing. Rum all the way down to a P15. I imagine he's missing a wing. It looks like it was Rum that actually went around. Jones. Anton looked like he was struggling through there. Is Anton going to jump into the pits as Angry's in the pit, Monster's in the pit, Adrian's in the pit, Cotton's in the pit. Anton does come into the pit. Jones is into the pits. Rum is into the pits. So, yeah, starting with Saucy Monster and P10, everybody is into the pits. That was a huge wreck, collecting a bunch of drivers. Saucy's out on medium tires, as is Adrian, I believe I saw. Yep. Cotton on the softs. Angry, mediums. Jones jumps instantly onto the hards. What does he know that these other drivers don't? Rum, mediums, and Anton coming out of the pits now on his mediums. I think he has plenty of time to catch up to the pack, so let's run this all over again. BXTN now in P2. Definitely going to be looking to get a jump on DJ CJ. Huggy Bear can upset that apple cart if he can just jump BXTN and then hold that position, allowing his teammate to kind of run away with it. DJ CJ and Huggy Bear, also a great team, also work together when they're together on track. Lasky and P4 definitely going to be looking to do something. Websy, opportunity now, sitting in P5, opportunity to get up there with his teammate and work their magic. Beastie in P6. Am I looking at rain right now? Are we seeing the first drops of rain? We are. So what do you do? What do you do? You know the rain is coming. You got to imagine it's going to be a while. Do you risk right now jumping onto a set of the intermediates and to be prepared for a little bit, for a few more laps? It's not a bad strategy if you can make them work, but if the rain never comes in full, then you're in trouble. Bagel says he narrowly escaped, avoided those cars. Good on you. Where are you actually right now? And P8, huge jump for Bagel. Bagel confirming rain. That's a driver confirming rain. Jewel in P7, definitely going to be looking to make up some spots after just a tremendous race last week. Again, Bagel P8, all the way back from P15. Big opportunities here. Fryer and P9 sitting on the soft tires. We're green. Nobody jumped into the pits. Gotta say that's the way to go. That you can't be sure. The rain isn't bad at all. It barely looks like it's even touching the ground. That might sound weird to some people, but having lived in Arizona for a number of years in the desert, saw it all the time where it was raining and the rain never actually reached the ground. Not seeing the track darken at all. Let's hop up to the lead, or a P2. DJ CJ was able to step away. We've got a yellow in sector 2. Don't see anybody really falling behind. Maybe somebody went just really wide. Oh, Fryer falling down the list now. Recovered nicely. Rum a bit back from Fryer, about almost 2.5 seconds, as DJ CJ puts in a fast lap of 1:21.2. Oh! That is unfortunate. Anton collided with what looked like Super as Jones had gone around. Fryer was on his way into the pits. I think Anton, Anton was on his way into the pits as well. Changed his mind. I don't know why though, because I definitely saw him lose his wing. Websy sitting in P12. Websy and back out on the intermediates. You can see the track starting to darken now. Fryer out on the intermediates. Jones after his spin. I wonder if it was the rain that did it. Also out on the intermediates. As DJ CJ comes around to the pits, he ducks in. It looks like people are going to, BXTN is in, start changing to Lasky is in. Jewel stays out. Jewel feeling like he can make it happen. Huggy's in, Lasky's in, Saucy's in, Adrian's in, Cotton's in, Angry's in, Beastie's in. Websy's gonna stay out, having already done it. What kind of places can he make up right now? All the way up to 6th. Looking at Huggy ahead of him in 5th. Websy will have a little bit more heat in his tires. You kind of want to question Jewel right now, but last week with that amazing pit stop, jumping the competition by 13 seconds, he knows something. I imagine he's got to be going in right now, though. Let's watch. Seems everyone has cleared their penalties except for Fryer. Jewel is in. DJ CJ coming around the last 2 corners. Did Jewel do it again? Did Jewel just do it again? DJ CJ is on the straight. No, DJ CJ gets by. BXTN gets by. Can Lasky get by his teammate? No. I mean, yes, excuse me. Lasky does get by as well. So does Huggy. Oh, I thought he did it again. It's exciting already. Websy up into P6, looking to jump on the rear wing of these drivers, and probably in the best position to do so. His tires being just a bit older than everybody else's, but only by 1 lap for most, two laps at the most for the other drivers. Bagel is out of the race. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Safety car is out. Let's see what we've got going on. Sorry, I heard something in the house. Pause for it. But I'm back. Bagel says there it is, too good to be true. It's difficult making that transition. I don't know what you were driving with before, if you were using a controller and you're new to wheel and pedals or not. But as I always say, it takes a drive or 2 or 7 to get used to new equipment. No matter how slight the difference is between what you have now and what you used to have, those differences can really be felt in a race. And this is the greasy time of the track. I imagine everybody is struggling. DJ CJ P1, BXTN P2, Lasky P3, Huggy P4. Jewel going to be looking to jump Huggy at the restart in P5. If he can do that, he'll be there with his teammate. They can work together. Websy in P6. Adrian P7. Monster P8. Cotton P9. Angry P10. Fryer P11. Beastie P12. Jones P13. Anton P14. Rum P15. This is Rum's chance to make up a bunch of spots. And unfortunately, the first victim of the track, first victim of the rain, Bagel is out of this race in P16. Riding on board with Rum, wants to catch up to everybody else, but you got to be careful. Can't go too fast, of course, but more than that, you don't want to make a mistake on this wet track while under a safety car. That can just cost you everything. Jones sitting 11 seconds back. Everyone else has formed up ahead of him. Hopefully he can catch up to the pack. Anton right behind him. And then Bagel just a tad bit behind him. Lights are still flashing on the safety car. I imagine right now, CJ just a safety car in this lap. The lights are out. I imagine this is what CJ really wants. Jones is able to catch up. as CJ backs the whole field up. That's nice of him. That gives everybody a chance. Let's see what he does. Lasky just on his tail. Did he have to give up a position to BXTN? I mean, did BXTN have to give up a position to Lasky is what I meant. BXTN challenging. Thinks better of it through the S's. DJ trying to eke out a nice lead. He doesn't have to worry about DRS, but the slipstream is real on this track. Jumping on board with Lasky. Lasky able to run away from BXTN a little bit. Let's jump in with BXTN. Huggy is all over BXTN. If Huggy can get past BXTN, that will give great comfort to DJ CJ. Fryer just a bit off track. Websy kind of in the same boat as Huggy. If Websy can get past Huggy, then that gives BXTN some comfort to really attack Lasky and then be able to attack DJ CJ. Jewel looking to attack Websy. Looking like he's in great position to do so. Let's jump on board with him. See how he can hold it. Websy's car really slid to the outside of that corner back there. Really sliding again. The question kind of becomes, did Websy put his intermediates on just a lap too soon and maybe scrub some of that rubber off enough that he's getting a slight bit more of a hydroplane than on the rest of the drivers right now? Adrian looking to be in position to attack Jewel. And the perfect straight to do it is right now. Jewel gets a better exit. Come on, you want to hold that. You want to be directly in that slipstream. There's no rooster tail right now. This is the time. If the rain gets too much heavier. Oh. Super Fryer gets disqualified for going the wrong way. I didn't see it happen. What can Adrian do here? How are these tires working for him? Very stable through there. He really shut the gap down there, but the cars ahead of him getting better exits. So he's better into the corners while the cars ahead of him are better exiting the corners. That's going to make catching up a little bit difficult. BXTN was able to get past Lasky. Lasky still in a position to attack, though. DJ CJ really running away at 3.5 seconds at this point. Look at the closing rate on that Lasky has right now. Oh, I don't have any UI up. What in the world am I doing? Always forget that It drops for some reason. My mistake, guys. The attack is real. The Ferrari really helping out the Mercedes right now. BXTN really having to worry about what Lasky is doing behind him. Look at Lasky close. If Lasky can really hang on through these last 3 or 4 corners, he'll really be in a good position to affect a pass on the front straight. The XTN determined not to let that happen, widens the gap. Lasky better on corner entrance. BXTN better on corner exit, but Lasky's car is definitely faster. 191, BXTN is doing a 186. That difference is huge, and that difference could come up to bite BXTN a little bit later in this race. Huggy really needs to get up and attack Lasky. No, excuse me. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Huggy kind of needs to stay back a little bit for the sake of his team right now. If Huggy, and he's not, I'm not saying that he is or that he even really should, but if he attacks Lasky right now, that might give BXTN a little bit of breathing room, let him walk away and start attacking DJ CJ. But right now, Lasky is really all over BXTN. And there's a safety car. Who did we lose? Somebody must have just spun. I'm not seeing any cars broken. As the drivers form up. Surprisingly, let's jump down to him. Rum really seeming to struggle here at Imola this week. And I imagine that it being a wet race is no help. Adrian decides to jump into the pits. What's he gonna do? A Ferrari's going in too. That's Jewel. Adrian onto the mediums. I'm not seeing a drying line. What is Jewel doing? Both drivers out. Jewel stays on the set of the intermediates. I'm curious to see what Adrian can do on these medium tires. Again, I am not seeing a drying line. Not even slightly, to be honest with you. I don't see any rain falling. Adrian really anticipating the track drying out over these next few laps. But right now what he has to do is probably the hardest thing, and that's catch up to Rum in this safety car. Yeah, the word escapes me. Q is the word I'm looking for. In this safety car Q, to be able to be there to make attacks. Jewel kind of falling behind. I imagine it's got to be a little bit easier for him right now. On board with DJ CJ, BXTN talking about another bite at the apple. In a position to be able to attack as Angry takes a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. I don't think he can make up for that again. He already had a 5-second penalty earlier when on lap 1 when Rum went around. Rum, deciding to stay out, is all the way up into P9 now. Has he just been sitting back biding his time? It's a possibility. It's a great possibility. I did want to let you guys know, drivers, that a test print, it's not a print, but I don't know what else to call it, of the trophy should be ready pretty soon. All I need to do is get some compressed air for my air tank, and then I can go ahead and etch it out, and again, it'll just be the test print, as I can't do the real print right now because don't know who's going to be taking that trophy. But more or less just a reminder that there is a trophy on the line, and I will be ready, hopefully, to show you guys or give you guys kind of an idea of what it's going to look like here pretty soon. But please remember, I'm not an artist, or not that kind of an artist anyways. I'm a writer by trade. Lasky with a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. So if it looks like a 5-year-old did it, yeah, it may as well have been a 5-year-old. On board with BXTN. Still not seeing that drying line. That Adrian must really be hoping for right now. Let's jump on board with him. He is up with the pack, securing the Q. Websy also on the medium tires. Wow, that was unexpected. Lasky decides to go into the medium tires. Angry decides to go into the medium tires. Okay, these guys are seeing something that I'm not. Maybe it's just not coming through the broadcast right now, but the track just looks evenly dark for the most part. Actually, no, I just don't see it. Safety cars in this lap. A lot of drivers jumped onto the medium set of the tires. BXTN, DJ CJ, BXTN, Huggy, Cotton, Anton, Saucy, Rum. These guys are going to be looking to pull away and pull away hard. If they don't, when it comes time to really switch out these tires, they're not going to be sitting in a good, too great a position. On board with BXTN right now, really looking to make inroads onto DJ CJ. Again, this is the battle for the champion. These are the rivals for the championship. These guys doing it week in and week out, trying to eke ahead of one another. BXTN just not able to hold on to DJ CJ. Let's check out Huggy. I mean, BXTN is not far behind him, but he's not right. Well, I guess you really wouldn't want to be right up on him either. That would probably really wash the front of your car out, especially on a wet track. Let's jump on board with Adrian, the first driver to jump onto the medium tires. And he has fallen way back 6.5 seconds. Yeah, I think it was just a bit too soon. Websy not able to capitalize on it either. What will he do here? Stays out, still believing. Jewel on Beastie. Great job through there, guys. I didn't see who got that penalty, but these guys race side by side through the S's. A lot of respect given. Way to go. Jones deciding to go back onto the intermediates, I believe. DJ CJ again able to walk away from BXTN. BXTN able to get away from Huggy. No threat there at the moment. Lasky, 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That's going to be a difficult thing right now. Huggy thinks about it, but decides to stay out. Anton, 5-second penalty, speeding in the pits. Guys got to be careful. It's going to be difficult to slow these cars down on these damp conditions. As we're seeing drivers deciding to hop in and go for these medium tires, I guess, or dry weather tires, whether it be mediums or softs. Maybe slightly too early for softs. And that may be something that DJ, CJ, BXTN, Huggy, Cotton, these guys up here are waiting for. Just a couple of more laps to be able to hop onto the soft tires rather than the mediums. Adrian, though, up in the P6 as these guys are starting to make pit stops under race conditions. We've got yellow flags in sectors 2 and 3. Couldn't tell who that was. It was a lapped car. Possibly Beastie. Not sure though. I guess I could jump down and kind of try and see, but we saw an attack here. Huggy really falling down the order here. Lasky, another 3-second penalty. Got to be careful as Huggy goes around. Huggy trying to get back out on track as soon as possible. Will Huggy go in right now? Yes. It looks like it is that time. Adrian, P1. I thought it was too early, but it looks like he played the game right nicely. Websy in the P2. Jewel P3. DJ CJ has fallen to P4, but is on the soft tires. Angry P5. BXTN P6, also on the soft tires. Cotton P7. BXTN gets past Angry. Anton P8. Rum P9 on the soft tires, looking to do it. Saucy P10. Beastie P11. Huggy P12 after his little spin. Unfortunate. Angry 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. We've got a sector 2 yellow. Jones P13. Lasky is out of the race. Unfortunate for the Ferraris. What can what can Adrian do? He's got a nice little gap of over a second as the The track looks almost perfectly dry now. See a few little damp spots. I really could not see the drying line, but luckily I'm not the one that has to see it. Let's hop on board. Whoops, wrong way. With Webzy, as Adrian seemed to go a little bit wide through there, and Webzy able to make up some time, make up some space. Trying to put himself, DJ CJ, the rare 3-second penalty, Saucy Monster, 3-second penalty. I imagine that means this track is still just a little bit damp in spaces. Webzy with DRS. Can he make it work? DJ CJ with a 1:18.5, fastest lap of the race. Webzy really able to pull up onto the rear of Adrian. Webzy showing his nose, but thinks better of it. There's definitely better points on the track to be able to make a pass, especially seeing the way he closed the gap under DRS. Plenty of time to just wait for that. Webzy really trying to spook Adrian right now. DJ CJ all over Webzy now. Webzy, slight touch on Adrian. Looks like a no harm, no foul situation. DJ showing his nose. DJ able to get past Webzy. Those soft tires really working for him right now. Everybody has DRS in this vicinity. BXTN. Everybody just swamps Adrian. Unfortunately for him, those medium tires not working. Webzy is able to get his to work though. I feel like Webzy and BXTN are on the radio right now. Webzy saying, come on, attack this guy, get him off of me. This is some Top Gun. Beep. That was my swear. Come on, Maverick, you got to get him off a Cougar. Adrian coming under attack from Jewel now. What's going to happen under DRS? Let's hop in with BXTN for these front three. DRS is open for everybody except for Webzy here. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Really nothing Webzy could do there. But the one thing that did happen was what the Astons needed to happen. BXTN, it gets out ahead of DJ CJ. That's some crazy racing right there. Yeah. Can Webzy attack DJ CJ whilst DJ CJ is attacking BXTN? Jewel able to get in front of Adrian, but Adrian not losing too much time behind him. Adrian not really able to come out of the chicane there as nicely as everybody else, but looks like he has a tad bit more top speed. And he is within DRS range. Fires it off now. Well, now. Really relying on that battery as well. But I imagine Jules doing the same. Websy not able to strike DJ CJ. Let's see what we've got going on a little bit further back. 5 seconds behind Adrian is Cotton, as Anton just makes a pass on Angry. Angry looking to hold this spacing through this lap. Got a bit of a ways to go, though. Angry really needs to give it the beans right now. And there he is outside of DRS. Anton can breathe a little bit easier now, as Huggy takes a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Back to the front in this race. Hopping on board with Websy, seeing what we can see. Websy 2 seconds, almost 2.5 seconds back now. Saucy Monster takes a 3-second penalty. DJ CJ really looking to get his position back right now. BXCN able to hold him off. BXCN a bit better through the S's. Both drivers really pushing. You love to see this. We absolutely lost Websy. Adrian back up to P4 and all over Websy. Websy is on medium tires as well. Adrian careful to step out of the draft before he has to get in the brake. DJ CJ, DRS, using the last of his battery. BXTN not much more, or actually no more, actually less battery than DJ CJ has. Both of these drivers really need to get on battery management right now. ERS. I think it's ERS still. I don't know what changes so much. It's confusing. What can Adrian do? His first race out already showing really well, sitting in P4. Jewel over a second back. Adrian going to have DRS off of Websy here, if he can just hold on. Adrian really waiting late to get on those brakes. That was nicely done. This is where it matters, right here. Both drivers take it beautifully. Websy able to walk away just a little bit, but Adrian able to use the slipstream, catch right back up. Adrian can really get under his wing right now. Use that DRS. This is a long DRS right here, guys. Adrian doing 190, Websy 187. With enough time, Adrian will be able to catch him if he can hang on. But is there enough time? DJ CJ asking himself the same question. Is there enough time to get up to BXTN and make that pass? It's one thing to catch somebody. It's a whole different thing to pass them. Especially at this track, your best opportunity is definitely that front straight. But I have to say, right now, DJ CJ in the prime position. But BXTN is just a bit better out of the chicane back there. DJ CJ about to pop that DRS. There it goes. BXTN trying to break that slipstream a little bit, placing his car just about up against the wall. Able to hold off DJ CJ for another lap. Lap 30 right now. Adrian up 9 spots from where he started. What a first run in the MSR. Let's check out some of these other drivers while we kind of keep an eye on the timing between BXTN and DJ CJ. Jewel needing to be able to get up here, and he is doing it. Cotton, though, 10 seconds back. Anton, 9 seconds behind Cotton. Saucy, 3.5 seconds behind Anton. Angry, just a little over a second behind Saucy. Huggy, 20 seconds behind Angry. And P10. Rum, just really struggling today. P11, but within DRS range of Huggy, with an opportunity to possibly capture that last point. And Jones, 46 seconds back. Unfortunately, not his day either. DJ CJ all over BXTN right now. Websy was still too far back to do anything about it. Jewel able to get past Adrian. Jewel goes around. I heard him hit the wall. That is unfortunate for him. Adrian back into P4. Jewel taking a 3-second penalty. DJ CJ. DRS is open again. Look at these closing speeds. Look at this. BXTN able to hang on. DJ CJ needs to find something through this back half of the track. Climbing the hill. DJ CJ takes a 3-second penalty. What does that do? Real quick. Penalties. DJ CJ really hurt himself with that penalty. Angry takes a 3-second penalty. BXTN P1. DJ CJ P2, Websy about to cross in P3, but Adrian able to get him at the line. It must have been a penalty thing. Adrian P3, Websy P4, Cotton about to cross in P5. Jewel, unfortunate for him, but he is able to hang on to P6. Anton P7. Saucy's gonna cross in P8. Angry crossing in P9. Huggy P10, and the game dropped me once again. Guys, I apologize. I don't know why that keeps happening. I had thought for a minute that it was me, but well before I thought it was me, but other drivers have complained about the same thing happening to them. So unfortunately, I guess this is where we end the stream. Yeah, all I can do is apologize, guys. I don't know. I don't know. The game has been acting kind of funny for the past number of weeks, and all I can really chalk it up to is maybe they're working so hard on the next game that this one is getting a little bit neglected. Um, Hopefully, you'll come back next week, and I'll be able to tell you who are or give you a rundown of where the point standings are now. Big congratulations goes to BXTN, able to really fight off DJ CJ. Congratulations to DJ CJ and Adrian, both on the podium as well. Big congratulations to Adrian, first race out, able to make it happen. But yeah, that's all I can do for you guys. Again, I apologize. Hopefully,